Welcome, everyone. I'm Kimberly Boschman, and this is the Intentionally Intuitive podcast. In this episode, we're going to take a look at the numerology and the energy for July 2022 for the collective as well as each individual life path number. So before we get into the reading, I wanted to let you know that I am now offering the Coaching with Numerology as a 60-minute phone session for U.S. customers only at this time. MP3 recorded sessions are still an option and still available for those outside of the U.S. or for anyone who prefers that option. Also, I am now offering personal month ahead numerology forecasts that include the PDF copy of the month in question, including each day of that month, and my recorded guidance for the month per the numerology. So if that is of interest to you, head on over to my website to book some time with me. The link is in the description box below. Okay, and as always, this forecast for July is a general reading. So again, please book some time with me for a personal in-depth look at your own numerology. Okay, so July is a 13-4 energy. This for me is really similar to sort of like Plutonian energy in a lot of ways. Death, metaphorical, of course. Transformation, rebirth energy. This is an energy that creates the compelling feeling for change, and not only change, but creation. Creating something beautiful from something desolate or difficult. This is an energy of, say, the lotus flower, something that takes time, perseverance, and desire to thrive, and finally blooming from the murky, muddy depths. This is using ingenuity and life force creatively to build a solid foundation of truth, honesty, and integrity from a space of passion and desire. So this isn't the easiest of energies to work with, only because it will require time, patience, and potential setbacks. However, the end result is the potential of some of the most beautiful, flourishing, lovely lotus flowers you've ever seen. So you could also think of the metaphor of the pearl. So the pearl is created inside of the mollusk or the shell, right? Is it the crab that does that? Anyway, I should know this, right? But it turns the sediment and the sand into something solid and unique and beautiful that brings joy and beauty to the lives of others. That is 13-4 energy. That is the potentiality of 13-4 energy. So as a cycle, we have this energy for July taking place within a 6 universal year. So areas of emphasis now for where this could show up could be around home and family life, love, such as how we love, how we show up to love, how we love ourselves, and or how how open we are to receiving love, right? So a lot could be come in around love at this time. So this could bring change and transformation and rebirth to relationships, and also through our individual contributions to our greater community now. 13-4 is also very Venusian and divine feminine energy. So we may see things surface in a very transformative way around the actual earth, around nature, receptivity and stillness, more nurturing energy surfacing, or emphasis on global relationships in general. That could all come into focus now. So this is an invitation to sink into the softer side of life while also standing within your own truth and feminine strength, regardless of gender. This is a strong energy of creation stemming from the space of love, equality, and equity for all. If there is something you have wanted to create that could become a legacy for you or others, this is a very supportive energy for this. So follow your heart and your intuition. That's very 13-4 energy, even when it becomes challenging. And this energy will eventually reward you for your perseverance and your efforts. If you need a reminder of the possibilities, read more about the lotus flower And let that be your mantra this month. It is very rare that anything happens quickly under 4 energy, but typically things created or initiated under this energy have the very strong possibility of not only standing the test of time, but also bringing much success. So what that success looks like will be different for each person because each person's idea of success varies. So this month ushers in the supportive energy for building and creating something incredibly beautiful from something seemingly ugly or from nothing. So as always, it's what we do with the energy that makes all of the difference. So you are the magician of your own life. What will you do with your magic? Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at each individual life path number now. Life path number 2, I pulled an animal spirit card for you all, and you got alligator energy. So there's a few things that come up with alligator. One is surprising insights and coming up for air. So a couple of things I want to talk about because there's a couple other things that came up around this energy, but let me just touch on these first. So I do think that this could be a month for you all where some necessary clarity comes in for you, and maybe you get some downloads, some big ideas. This is, again, just fantastic energy for seeing something. Let's put it this way, like seeing isn't believing type thing. So maybe you see something or you have this big idea, but you're really struggling with how you're going to make it happen, how you're going to turn whatever this is into something profitable or into a success of some way. And alligator energy is saying, follow those instincts, follow those insights, because you have the potential to be able to make something beautiful out of whatever this is. And it doesn't have to be something creative, although creativity is coming in pretty strongly. It can be around relationships. It can be around turning or building upon a relationship that maybe needs some work or something like that. That could very much be coming in for you this month. And so you may get some surprising insights this month that help you to do that, right? And to really focus that energy. The other piece of this coming up for air, if there's something that's really been bogging you down, that's really got you stressed out or in your head or keeping you up at night or whatever the case may be, this is just your reminder that you need to breathe. You need to pause, push the pause button and take a breath. A lot of times, I would say most of the time, the stories that we create within our own mind are much more devastating, much more traumatic, much more terrifying than the actual reality. Now, sometimes that's not the case, but most times it is. And so this is just a reminder for you to surface, to come back up for air, take a deep breath, really be the observer. Like I think about crocodiles and alligators, and sometimes when they're sort of resting or they're kind of just surveying, the landscape to see if there's any prey around, they just sort of float with their eyes sticking out of the water, right? So they're observing the bigger picture to see what action to take. And so I think that there is this energy here for you all this month to be the observer, to really pause before you take action. And yeah, just again, survey the situation and see what's actually going on and make your decisions from that space. I think that's going to be really, really important. But the coming up for air, I think I'm just getting this feeling of feeling almost like suffocated or like claustrophobic, like overwhelmed, let's put it that way. And so I feel like this could be a month for you all where you need to kind of get that in check and, again, deconstruct whatever the fear is, deconstruct whatever it is that you're building up in your mind to see what are you actually facing in this moment? What is it that you actually have to tackle right now? And chances are you're going to find that is going to be doable, that you can handle that, right? And if you need help doing it, then ask for help. I think that's going to be important. Okay, so there's also, you of course will feel the 13-4 energy just like the rest of the collective, but there's also this additional energy for twos that is sort of this big push to focus on projects, creativity, inspiration that serves a greater purpose now. You all have sort of undertones of 9 energy coming in. And so again, this is something bigger than you. This is a creative project or an endeavor or a volunteer opportunity, philanthropy, whatever. Something that's allowing you to be inspired, to create, to really focus your energy on projects that not only serve you, but serve a greater purpose, right? Something bigger than you. That's really going to be important for you all this month. And I think it is going to be a pretty big theme. Also, really paying attention to, are you holding on to any judgments, any grudges when it comes to relationships or other people at this time? Because you really do need to work through that. What you carry with you, of course, can help you on your journey, or it can burden your journey. And if you've got grudges or unnecessary judgments towards others or yourself at this point, right? This is going to be a month, I think, for you to kind of work through those. Now, again, it's what you do with the energy, but I do think the opportunities will be there or surface to assist you in moving through that and releasing those judgments, releasing those grudges so that you're not carrying that heavy weight with you. Also, if there are any toxic behaviors that you want to modify, this is a great month to do that. So again, turning something that's toxic into something that's beneficial, or turning something that feels ugly or more detrimental into something more beautiful. That is this 13-4 energy and the 9 energy that you guys have coming through for you. This is assisting you in that process. So make something lighter of something that might have been heavy for you this month. Get it back into alignment. This is, again, a great month for you all to volunteer, to support others now, while also, of course, staying on track with your own truth, but really putting others' needs, taking them into consideration and seeing how you can contribute towards assisting this month. And also getting involved in any community events in a positive way will really feel good for you this month. And you'll really see the rewards of that, right? Like, obviously the reason why you're doing that shouldn't be for the rewards that you'll see, right? This is really going to be more of a selfless month for you all, but it will bring those joyful feelings. It will bring you joy to be able to do this. And so I think that any way you can get involved with assisting other people, helping other people, volunteering, building something of a greater purpose, I think any of those contributions this month are really going to feel good for you and will help you to sort of get out of your own head when it comes to the things that have been weighing you down, right? Or that you've been overthinking about, or putting and focusing energy that doesn't need to be focused in those more toxic, negative areas, right? So I hope this was helpful too. Thank you all so much for listening. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.